Yeah, that's true.
A number of things.
The day that they kissed the cat's face. Yeah, Cookie's getting a little bit, lively, but she's still healthy. I can talk to you. Mother.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I still have them. They're spoiled roses. Yeah, he was 49. He passed through this guy. That, you know what? Move on.
And Don.
She was at my house for his. He was at my house Mother's Day, and I say near my house.
Oh, you did get. So you're a brother. It's for like possible.
Oh, good. Wait. It's still streaming. I didn't even turn it off, I guess.
Oh, I was joking.
I know I didn't know.
I was joking, dude.
Hey, dude.
How's it going? How you doing, buddy? What? Long time no see, dude. A while.
How have you been?
All right, man. Okay, I'll be taller. No. Oh, no, you're gonna get shrinking.
I was working like he was a master electric, and he's like, I was working like he was a master electric, and he's like, I don't have 40 hours a week for you up to Toronto, but I got this client. I'm just gonna get everyone else connected on the Wi-Fi here.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Downstairs. The live stream. That's like should be going. When I try. Yeah, it'll be up. I agree. For me.
I know. Huh?
No, no, there's a. Tiana. Yeah, yeah. I'll go and I don't remember to do that today. So you put the candles over there, yeah, okay, that's wrong. I'm just gonna. So. So everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment, please. The service will be starting soon. So I just ask that if you have a cell phone, please that you keep it on silent just for, just so you don't hear the sound during the service. And after the service, as the last song is playing, I'll be calling the family and the pallbearers forward. So everybody just hang tight where you are, and then you're more than welcome to follow in behind the basket to these doors here, okay? Thank you very much. Are you still close to the family? Is that recording? Okay. And if you do put it something, I just ask that you turn it off. Okay. What's over there? There are some people whose lives can be measured in the places that they went. Others can be in what they achieved. But after speaking with Dean's family, I think that his life can be measured by the people that he connected with. And there were a lot of them. Good morning, my name is Kathy Davis and I'm a funeral celebrant here to remember and celebrate Dean's life. It seemed as if he lived many different lives and he was many different people to all of you. You all had many different relationships with him. And it's really remarkable all that he accomplished and all the places he traveled to in his short time here on earth. It's remarkable. It's very hard to kind of sum up the life of a whole person as big as this in just a short service today, but I'm going to do my best. So I hope you're comfortable because it's a full life lived and there are lots of incredible stories that I get to tell today. And it's my honor to be standing here telling these incredible stories. And today we'll hear some things from the family. We'll be lighting some candles and of course, all of the music that was selected for today has a lot of meaning to Dean and his family. And I would like to say to them, to his wife, Jan, to his son, Tyler, and Alva, Randy, and Leah, Dana, and their mom, Donna, Cassandra, and Kendall, and all the grandchildren, Remy and Marie, Cadence and Jaden, and to his mom, Joan, of course, brother Todd, and his wife, Tricia, sister-in-law, Debbie, many, many nieces and nephews, Kenny and Jessica specifically were quite close, and so many colleagues and friends. I know that you're all in our thoughts because of your loss, and we want to be available to you as you face this journey of grief. And by the number of people surrounding you today, their love, you can see how much Dean meant to so many people. I hope that you'll continue to share stories about his life and keep his memory alive. The first year is especially difficult. I know that you've been reaching out. I've seen all of the messages on Facebook and places like that, social media, but continue to do that in the years and the months, especially that come, especially those first holidays, birthdays, and anniversaries, because at that time it will be especially difficult for them. And grief involves a lot of work. There will be tears. The tears are not a sign of weakness. And I hope there'll be, just a lot of discussion about how Dean connected with your life and keep those stories alive for his children and his grandchildren. Be thankful for the friendship and the relationship you shared with Dean. And, we also want to remember at this time those who predeceased him, his brother his brother Ray, Montana. It would be impossible to talk to Dean and tell his story without talking about music, not just the music that he played, but the music that helped him bring audiences around the world, the music that he was. Music connects people. It's feels like a lot of relationships and friendships were built and strengthened over his connection to music. His family bonds were around music. And he created a community which stretched far beyond Niagara. Concerts can bring people together of every age, background, cultural differences, or walks of life. And for a few hours when you're in a concert, you are united by a shared experience. Music is a universal language. In many ways, I think that Dean spent his life speaking this language to many different people. Plato said that the music gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, light to the imagination, and life to everything. There's nothing quite like the thrill of being at an experience of a concert that's live. It has an irreplaceable power and a great sense of connection. It improves our mental and physical and emotional well-being. Audiences experience firsthand what live music can give and brings everyone together as one. In many ways, Dean was that connector for people. He spent his whole life speaking that language. Jean Leslie Meehan was born on May 2nd, 1966. He was raised by Joan and Robert Meehan, first in Welland and later in Sarnia, where they owned a motel. They eventually returned to Niagara, where he attended high school and eventually studied computer programming at Niagara College. His family shared with me that Dean was kind of always ahead of his time. He loved computers at a time where they were just starting to develop. They were convinced, I'm sure, they were amongst the first families in Niagara to have a computer, and especially the first family to have internet access. The old dial-up, which we can all probably, a lot of us can remember. Technology fascinated him, and he was always curious about how things worked. But it was music that really captured his heart. As a teenager, he would visit Central Music in Welland almost every day. And he would go and see this bass guitar that was hanging on the wall. He wanted it desperately, but he had no idea how to get it. One day, he went to the store and was very distraught to see that this guitar was missing off the wall. Except for that Christmas morning, he came down and it was there under the tree waiting for him. It was one of his favorite stories to tell. Alongside his brother, Wayne, and Dean formed cover bands like Rocks, Hot Rocks, was the evolution of the first band, Son of Sabbath, and Cheap Tricks. It seemed they had very fondness for the letter X because all of these bands were spelled, Rocks were spelled with R-O-X-X, and Cheap Tricks was T-R-I-X-X. So they were all cover bands of their favorite groups. And I imagine Joan had a lot of music playing loudly in her basement. I know I'm the mom of two musicians myself, and sometimes that gets very noisy in your home. But it's really lovely to have music playing in your house live. And the music never stopped. What became a passion of his became a remarkable career. For more than 25 years, Dean worked as a merchandise manager, stage manager, guitar technician, drum technician, and musician. He worked with some of Canada's most iconic bands, including Saga, Honeymoon Suite, The Rodeo, Neil Young, The Tragically Hip, Kim Mitchell, Helix, 3 Days Grace, The Guess Who, Bachman Turner Overdrive, Great Big Sea, Tom Cochran, Dave Wilcox, Sean Crow, Econoline Crush, Matthew Good, Jim Cuddy, the Arkells, and many more. And over the years, his artistic talent led him to also designing, silk screening, merchandise, and selling it for these amazing iconic bands. And I understand he often roped in the family to sell for him at concerts as well. But behind the scenes, you know, he was behind all the audience, all the stars out on stage. He was behind the scenes, but he did make magic happen. Imagine the tens of thousands of feet of lines he ran out onto stages over all those years, restringing guitars, tuning instruments, and managing this merchandise, setting up stages, I'm sure solving countless problems so that musicians could just walk out under the lights and simply perform. His career took him around the world, especially through Europe, more recently in Prague and Germany, Belgium, Norway. You can imagine how many air miles he must have racked up over those years. And when Dean passed away, the most recent band he'd been working with, Saga, shared a beautiful, heartfelt tribute to one of their own online. Yet what struck me most was hearing all these stories was that really no one talked about the famous people that he worked with. They talked about the ordinary people that he made feel extraordinary. The venue staff, the backstage crews, the fans, the young musicians he encouraged along the way, the strangers who became friends for life. every story seemed to end the same way. Dean made me feel like I mattered. His family told me that he had an incredible ability to make everyone around them feel cool, like they belonged, like they were rock stars themselves. He was funny, he was charismatic, he could light up a room without even trying. He was also a tremendous supporter of the local Niagara music scene. Many young musicians got their start because of him. He encouraged them, he took the time, he recorded with them, or simply just believed in them. He was, as one family member put it, the do-it-all music guy. He helped his brother run the CD shop in the Dunville area when he was younger too. Probably just taking in all of those bands. He was also the talented musician in his own right. His band Firewater released music that received international airplay, and true to his independent spirit, Gene often wrote, programmed, and played most of the instruments himself. And incredibly, he was a self-taught musician. If people were waiting for the next album, they learned to be patient. Perfection took time. Music was not the only part of his creativity. Dean was also a wonderful artist, fascinated by the work of Salvatore Dali. He painted replications of his work, but he also, more recently, was making little replica drum kits, miniature ones of different bands, because it seemed like he was quite good with a glue gun.
Yeah.
And he loved creating and making these little miniature drum kits. His love of pulp culture was legendary. Randy, Tyler, and Dana, as kids, remember going to Disney and Universal and riding their favorite movies coming to life. They got to go to Cape Canaveral and watch a landing at NASA. He adored Kiss. I think that's an understatement. Star Trek, The Wizard of Oz, Planet of the Apes, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Terminator, E.T., and countless other films and characters. So many now. Boxed up with Randy, and this last few weeks has been really difficult getting through all of this paraphernalia, boxes and boxes of Kiss items, and the Wizard of Oz dolls, all in their original packaging. And he was a little bit of a kid himself. His children laughed as they remembered him dressing as a Klingon for charity events, appearing on YTV in costume, and making family members costumes as well, so they could join him in a Star Trek costume, parade in the Toronto Christmas parade, handing out candy canes throughout the route. His Kiss collection became almost legendary itself. I think Randy said there was almost 20-something boxes of just Kiss paraphernalia. The family even appeared as extras. I think Joe, possibly wearing Kiss makeup in this movie. I don't know, but we got to be extras in the movie in Detroit Rock City, and we got to share a meal with the band, and that's pretty epic. As he wrote a publication as well, Fractured Mirror, which is Kiss magazine, and that was recognized in Gene Simmons' book that he wrote. Eventually, his love of art led him to another successful career. After admiring the show LA Inc. from 2008 until 2018, Dean owned and operated Niagara Inc., a great tattoo shop in the Niagara region, Niagara Falls. It became another place where his creativity and his love of people came together. He even had Amy Nicoletto from LA Inc. come to the shop and work there for a day. But beyond the music, the tattoos, and the collectibles, Gene's greatest pride was his family. In 2001, long before online dating was common, Dean met JN, and their first discussions happened over this thing that doesn't exist anymore, called MSN Messenger. All the people of my generation will know what that is. And emails, and she thinks that was the first time he received a text message was from her. before you knew what that was too. And true to form, he sent her a list of 10 questions she had to answer before she could date him. She obviously passed. It worked. After months of talking, he traveled to the Philippines. They were married on November 23rd, 2001. For 2 years, they had to live apart, which must have been so hard, going back and forth. And Cassandra was born, and they were finally able to move to Canada. And later, of course, Kendall came along and completed the family. So at this time, I'm going to call you forward to share your memories. Thank you.
Dear Dad, it's hard to put into words how much I miss you. There are many things I wish I could still tell you, so many moments I wish we could share. Even though you are no longer here, I find myself talking to you in my thoughts almost every day. I often think about the lessons and values you taught me, and the love you showed our family. Your guidance continues to shape the person I'm becoming. There are days when the loss feels as fresh as ever. I miss your voice, your laughter, your advice, and the simple moments we spent together. I wish I could call you one more time. Ask your opinion or just sit and talk at the same time. I'm grateful for the memories and the love you gave me throughout the life. The gifts remain with me every day. They are part of who I am. I hope you will be proud of the man I'm trying to become. Whenever I face challenges, I think about your strength and determination. They inspire me to keep moving forward. Though I cannot see you, your presence is on my heart. In the stories I tell, and the values I carry, you may be gone from this world, but you will never be gone from my life. Thank you for being my father and my friend. I love you, and I miss you more than words can express. Till we meet again, love and love.
Thank you so much. That is so hard to do. It's such a great moment. I'm so proud of you. Jan remembered that despite all the touring times he was away, Jean was always so thoughtful. If she was working through the night, he would get the kids up for school and get them ready, leaving her to importance of the nightstand and making sure she could rest. She remembered family trips to Disney and to Canada, road trips following Blue Rodeo, and the sweet way he would change the words of songs to put her names into them. He even wrote a song called Philippines Beauty Queen for her. His children carry their own special memories, all of them very unique and different. Cassandra remembers playing Barbies under the merchandise tables at concerts, drawing at the tattoo shop before school, stopping for an apple juice and treats at the 7-Eleven on the way to school, and waiting excitedly for souvenirs that you were afraid from Europe. Everyone has these incredible memories, and I'm sure that you all grew up thinking that that was just a normal childhood, just following these huge bands around and being behind the scenes with them to meet them. But really, how incredible it was for all of you to experience that. Brandy remembers touring across America with Neil Young, hanging out backstage with Blue Rodeo, eating just crab services, listening to his thoughts and humor along the way. And as he grew older, his dad became more of a friend. I'm sure that happened with all of the older kids. Dean adored his children and grandchildren and spoke of them constantly. Anyone who met him on the road probably knew about all of their accomplishments because he was so proud of them. About a year and a half ago, Dean was diagnosed with cancer. His family described a long, courageous battle. For 10 rounds of chemo, JM was by his side through this challenge in his life, facing this illness with pride, strength, and good humor. She had dreamed that there would be a life after the children were older, when they could travel the world together and enjoy a new chapter of his life. Instead, Dean's journey ended suddenly while visiting Vancouver. Tyler was able to be with him as well. His family was grateful that he was not alone. As I listened to the many stories about Dean, there were a few words that came up over and over again. Funny, creative, social, cool, kind, generous, a prankster. Apparently there may have been a stink bomb that went off in an elevator one time. Maybe let that brain you about that later. That had to be put out of order, obviously. He was a mentor. He was a family man. The kind of person who would hand a fan and a pair of drumsticks because he knew how much it would mean. The kind of father and grandfather who made every member of his family feel like the most important person in the world. Today, we say goodbye to a man who spent his life behind the scenes, making sure others could shine. A man who understood that music creates connection. A man who built friendships around the world. A man who filled his family's lives with laughter, adventure, and love. Dean may have spent much of his career just out of the spotlight, but the impact he made was anything but hidden. His songs live on in the music that he much loved, the art that he created, the family he adored, and the countless lives that he touched. And judging by everything that I heard about him, I suspect that somewhere Dean is already making people laugh, telling stories, tuning a guitar, and making everyone around him feel like a rock star. What a wonderful legacy to leave behind. Dean passed away on May 10th, 2026, and I know that you will all treasure memories that you have left of him. I'm going to share a poem that I was asked to read. You never said I'm leaving. You never said goodbye. You were gone before you knew it, and no one knows why. A million times we will need you. A million times we will cry. If love alone could have saved you, you never would have died. In life, we loved you dearly. In death, we love you still. In our hearts, you will hold a place that no one could ever fill. It broke our hearts to lose you, but you didn't go alone. For part of us went with you the day that you went home. You were always there when we needed you, no task too great or small. With a loving heart and a willing hand for us, you gave them all. Thanks for the years you gave us and all the dreams that we shared. We only pray that when you left us, we how much that we cared. And there is no answer to death but to live and to live vigorously and beautifully, because that's how we give respect to those who we have lost. I think the best of all the answers of death is the continuing affirmation of life and living. And I hope that the love of your friends, and the joy of all your memories, and the hopes of the future will give you strength and peace as you move forward together. The intensity of this hurt only bears testimony to the depth and the meaning of this relationship in your lives. You will carry him with you always, you will treasure all of these memories, and you will hold him close to you still. A person's legacy is measured by the gifts that they leave behind, and Dean's legacy is that he gave a part of himself to his family members, and they wish to light a candle in his memory. The first candles will be lit to represent the light of love, and day by day we cherish that special place in our hearts that will always be reserved for him. This also represents your memory in the past, the times you laughed together, the times you cried, the times that you did fun or silly things together, and all of the caring and the joy that he gave you. The next candles will be lit to represent your present, that you might find peace and hope coping with this loss. May the glow of the flame be your source of hopefulness now and always. And the last candles are for the future, and the future represents this new journey that will be going on, which will be filled with courage so that you can move forward together and comfort each other. During the lighting of these candles, we're going to be listening to very, very special songs. So I hope that you will listen to the words and listen to the voice. And at this time, I'm going to ask that the family come forward to light their candles in this moment of silence. I'll bring two. The lighting of the flame has always been symbolic to the human world. The eternal flame stands for the remembrance of those gone before, and the light of a candle has come to represent rebirth and renewal. And these meanings are incorporated in the lighting of these candles as we pass on the flame from one generation to the next. Let this light signify the ever-present love and memory that you have of Dean will always live on in your hearts. As long as we can all learn to love each other, remember the feeling of love that we have, we can all die without ever really going away. So the love you created is still there, and all of the memories are still there. And Dean will live on in the hearts of everyone that he touched when he was here on earth. In time, you'll remember and laugh out loud at the silly story you shared with him. I'm sure many, many songs will come on the radio that will remind you of him. Or the way that he finally teased you, or encouraged you, or understood you. You may even think that you hear the sound of his voice in a crowd. I'm sure you'll always be looking backstage at every concert you go to. And you will find solace in all of the things and all of the people that he took an interest in. And slowly and surely some healing come to you. I think that we can all be better for the way that he treated others. And I hope that his legacy encourages you to all treat people the same way that he did. And just learn to have fun in your lives and do it well out the most. So at this time, this concludes this part of the service. We'll be continuing on to Hillside Cemetery with burial. And following that, there'll be a reception at the Legion in Welland. So if you can all please rise at this time.
Well, I'll have it.
Yeah. That's fine. Anytime.
So if everybody just wants to stay where they are, just give us a few moments at the front and then we'll call the callers. So this is my suggestion. If we have words for those. Oh, there's what I could have the same secret. I'm just thinking, mama, oh, yeah, do you want to take the other, just for the, I don't want to buy such and such a basket. Okay, is that? Okay, that's really one of the best hospitals.
Thank you.
So what we want to be doing is we're going to be lifting together. And we're going to pause and so I can take this time. So colors, we go almost together and on. This is oh, let's it's the issue. And family, please follow our behind us. Our giant. It's very.
You're gonna take up the bag.
Oh, I'm gonna get. Raises from.
There it is. Go.
No. Do you want me to stop it? I think he wants to bring it out.
You want me to take care of this?
I think I don't know where he wants it, to be honest with you, I think he wants to. Just to make sure. Thank you so much. And when we get to the cemetery, we just ask that you come back to the. So everybody, we are going now to Hillside Cemetery. We do encourage you to drive with us in procession.
When we get
If
back.
you are going, we ask that you put your four-way flashers and your high beams on. We will not be putting lights on your vehicles. And please be mindful of traffic. We don't have to go ahead unless people are nice enough to let us go. Thank you.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, man, like 6 months. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, yeah, the big league of ball game.
That's one.
It's not announced either. It's someone else, but it's not hire every guy. Work for it. It's sweet, but we stop off like a habit. Oh, okay, that'll be a friend of mine works for oh, it's okay. Yeah, so to have them just kind of it's like sister companies, but they're gonna I think they bought the Linamar. And I figured that I heard it. I figured ours, I know we got it. I figured it's just right now fun ride 40 and back every day. I just went back to Wild Rose and not I didn't make it to my first anniversary.
If I could, I would. Yeah, I know. Right? That was like,
Wasn't alone.
like going to work.
Josh,
Yeah.
was saying.
It's like, you know, traffic. I think they want to. Yeah. I mean, depending on what for a living, you get away with it, but like, I'm pretty in.
Yeah, be nice.
40, saying like, you know,
Stubborn asshole.
oh,
I'm serious. Remember that day you said the only thing I did. Yeah, that's awesome. I'll stay away from it.
yeah, it's me nowadays. The lights are so high.
Yeah.
Like,
Named the old man. I'll try anyways. I used to.
yeah.
I like to match energy. So if you shit, I'll just shit harder. I mean, you throw shit balls. Get it from her whitehead because got no juice left. Yeah. Never. You gonna have to stop by and see his eggs. I heard. I'm not. I always knew he would.
You say that with a smirk.
Dan.
First there. I'm sorry.
Jane and I, I don't know where we're going. Down by, some Georgia.
I didn't find that summer. Slightly used.
Like, no, but yeah. When I see like, it's like, I know.
We don't think you needed a ride off.
Like that.
That backyard area.
That area, you know.
Maybe great. It's gonna be that somewhere down here. Where they later. My friends. Yes, sister.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
How you been? Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. See that. It's not even a reference. It's a baby rings. You might not.
Yeah. So we used to, he has actually used that name. Get me a job. And it worked. I got the job.
I know people get confused. Like.
I tried to call him a couple times, and you know, he told me like, no, it's not a story. I'll hit you up soon. I'm like,
Yeah.
elevator.
He has a gun.
We'll catch up.
For it. But you know what? It's not, I don't even. Right to get that.
As soon as I see one look at it, I was like, the waterworks are gonna start. Like, it is.
Graham McGill's is right in my mother and father. Yeah, stand in my garden, headstone, you look right there. Gillis,
Spoke and then.
brother.
Yeah.
Are you here? You bring you up on a rope and swing around the room.
Your needles comes off.
That's what. Oh, about the fan versus those six. You're middle here. Oh, I used to beat him up when he was a kid. Yeah. I beat him up. I beat him up really good. Or would no, no, no. Yes, only once. I'll never forget the one time the detectives come. What I did. Use my mom's maiden name. They're going, oh yeah, he was. He was, no, got brains. Well, they knocked on the door. I opened it. Seriously. They're in suits. No, you were way weirder than you're like, whatever your sound, we don't fucking want it. We don't make whatever you want. Yeah, we don't like you to hold this. The guy was like, he goes, I'm Sergeant so and so. I was like, oh, I wouldn't have ever guessed. Come on in. Oh, yeah, they tried to get in. Like, no. Boy, big number to protest. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you're on the bottom of the square up with the blade.
And what the first step is like.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I love it.
Thought I was throwing the hole there.
Yeah.
I think the I think when he did. Yes, that's not a big one. That's a pretty good, but don't do it. Yes, even more resilience.
I picked him. For who?
Just know that school is hopefully for.
But also, it's under his.
See those benefits with it? You know? Yes. Yes. Sorry, I'm getting. I think somebody say something. So we step back to the house, we can change the thing.
Can everybody hear me? I'll step in a little bit or stay in the shade, whatever. I brought my microphone just in case this happens, so if you're comfortable where you are. Otherwise, there's some shade right here. If someone wants to come here in the shade, whatever you're comfortable with.
Thank you.
Not your hearts with pain and sorrow, but remember me in every tomorrow.
Remember the joy, the laughter, the smiles. I've only gone to rest a little while. Although my leaving causes pain and grief, my going has eased my hurt and given me relief. So dry your eyes and remember me, not as I am now, but as I used to be. Because I will remember you all and look on with a smile, understand in your hearts I've only gone to rest a little while. As long as I have the love of each of you, I can live my life in the hearts of all of you. And then you may be upset with me because you just had the casket so beautifully clean. But at this time, something I like to do is have everyone come forward and we can take a moment to do that. Everybody has different fingerprints. There are no two the same, not even if you're twins. We can have the same fingerprints as your twin. And so there are special places around the world that have special places for fingerprints, such as the War Memorial in Washington, D.C., or the 9/11 Memorial in New York City, where people really travel from all over the world just to run their fingerprints along the names on the walls there. So at this time, I was hoping that we could all come forward and leave our fingerprints on this beautiful casket where they will remain and they'll blend together and they'll forever signify all of the impacts that your lives have had on each other, as all of you have had different relationships with Dean. So once you've had the opportunity to do that, you can return to your places and I will finish the service here. If you're able, you can do that. We can do it at the end with you if you'd like. Watch your step, okay? Step if you're coming up onto the green list before the roads. Come on, go.
We can do it.
Today, we meet under these skies to place the body of Dean Leslie Meehan into this hallowed ground and to dedicate this place to every beautiful and precious memory that you have associated with him. It is an age-old ritual that we perform here today, but it is an experience because he meant so much to those who have gathered here together today. We join in the universality of death with the uniqueness of human life in this simple ceremony of farewell. Although Dean's body may no longer be with us, his spirit lives on in us as long as our memories last. In committing his body through this hallowed ground, we do so with deep reverence of that body, of a temple during life, of a unique and beloved personality. We place his body in that gentle earth, which has been our chief support ever since human beings walked beneath the sun. To all human beings, to all living forms, the soil has ever provided the sustenance of his life. And to that good earth, we now give back the remains of your loved one. Here his remains will rest in peace. And as we leave today, we leave in thanksgiving and gratitude for the life that he lived. And touched though we have been with sadness, as we consider all of the wonderful memories that Dean has lived, what Dean has experienced can never be taken away from him or from any of you. And for this, we are grateful. And I hope that you'll go into the busyness of your days with renewed faith and hope. And may his memory remain in all of you as you move forward together on this new journey without him. We wish Dean a gentle journey and treasure and honor the gifts that he leaves behind. This does conclude the service here for today, and I hope you will enjoy some time this afternoon sharing your memories of Dean with the family at the Welland Legion, where you continue sharing all of your stories and your laughter and your tears. So at this time, if you'd like to come, if you have a chance to do that, leaving your out. Thank you.
If anybody else wanted a rose from either the spray or the two standing sprays here, you can come forward and confirm this.
Yes.
So what will happen is when the rounds come, the grave is filled in, these act as well. Absolutely.
You think that that's very bad?
Yes. But I get it. It's almost a sweet truth. I better go to the board. Yeah. Yeah, that's like. Yeah. I know what. And you're painting the ones have it like these nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. No, I was. That's when it's the. Yeah, yeah. This. No, I think. Oh, okay, all right.
I'm talking about it. Oh, I.
Really? Yeah. What's your name? Yes. What's your
It's called Mac.
I guess we'll probably,
It's like that. No, those.
Because.
Yeah, ad revenue as next. I know, it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell you. What time is the leave? Is your? I forget to pick up some of the flowers.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop there and get the rest of the car.
Okay, yes.
That'll give us,
Okay, yeah, you
I
don't.
don't know when they're gonna. God, I can remember that bad guy. Yeah, you. Yeah, I remember we were at the YMCA.
Oh,
Something like that. And I went on. And we were just. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Forgot about it. I guess.
okay. Okay, I could.
Yeah, yeah, but that's just the part. I love how they try to like stop a fire. Never stop. Some fire alarm? Yeah, it's supposed to be well released. It's on the computer, yeah. Yeah. And all that stuff. Yeah. That's great stuff. Dude, it's less. Guitar, like when the guitar players, like I'm able. Well, that's
What's the highest? The flowers. Okay, but it's the highest. So as.
Silver dog?
No. Oh, no. This is like best.
Yeah.
Manufactured.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I said bye.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I got saved and I got a minute. I feel like.
Okay.
Meron yan.
I want
Looking
that.
at it and they were in the garbage, but they were in one of the place.
Yeah, dude.
I figured, I'm like.
That's great.
Yeah, man, I stayed up for eating. I got a Thursday. Like you're in there,
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
there. It's so nice.
And when I went to this meeting, it's like I was stuff, I guess, found the kids, no one thought. Yeah, like just a little bit. I don't know. The choke in the cab or the cab, you know, you'll never get rid of it.
You can walk out of it. Yeah, dude.
The nice. Yeah, but yeah, we'll be.
That way.
Yeah, they, I love the team. Not, that's a hell of a name. But, the box for the help, the filters are around there, somewhere. You gotta see this all year. I know
Exactly where they are.
I bet you did. I for sure. Then I see that. I'm like, you know, open the bottom. Like,
Never.
that's what we use for report. I'm like,
So those ones, the ones that you had are.
that's fine.
Like,
Well, how does he?
you can look up that. I'll send you them. Because that, you can buy. And these are pretty cheap.
Oh, I just seen them. I mean, and I'm like, are you seeing that one somewhere? Don't leave those if they're here.
I know, it's the same here.
That was. Oh, I thought before I'm smoking.
I'm leaving.
Okay, yeah, just a second.
I know that sounds. I like how you say Lola.
Yeah, that's the. Yeah, for sure.
Behind it. So hindi na sa section.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's how I am.
You probably walked by it many times, but not like.
Okay, okay. It's a.
Yeah, you see them like by.
I know it's. I got.
Malayo yun.
That's that.
Mas malayo pa sa akin. I think.
Oh, okay. So just.
It's close to my place. Because they are also from.
Oh, yeah.
They know that is the front. It's like my.
That's the first one.
Wala pang traffic na. Kasi pagka, mga 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 2, 3 hours.
I know.
No, because it's the pure double doors. Yeah.
Basically, nice to start.
And because, you know, the supplement is here.
Yeah.
You have to.
Oh. Nice.
Um, we're just gonna walk over to the built lot. How do you wanna do that?
In the city, but we can go.
Like a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wait, you're too far away. Bar, like Thursday is the first one or Friday? Friday they're gonna play at the Rogers and Rogers is, I don't know, Rogers.
I don't know. I only know about Thursdays.
Oh, I think that one's not a full game, it's 3 games. Yeah, because I think they start on the Friday. Not sure, but sometimes they just playing like a pre-game. Not sure if that's the game.
Yeah.
Idea that.
Stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Going, let's see.
Okay.
Last week and then fix the issue. I'm just sleeping on my bed all day.
See you in a second. Yeah,
Okay.
Maybe I'm gonna.
You're saying, you know,
Flowers. And then, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You going back with her or you going straight to her?
I'm going to.
Oh, you're going to your home first. And then go.
Let me go grab it.
Yeah. Pagkatapos mo. Oh. It's at 12:35.
And also depends on your group.
Okay, Ali, I'm taking your pick. Bye. Say bye to Dad.
I don't think that.
I think I've had it on.
Meehan?
Okay, I'm gonna sell. I was gonna say, you need to stand in some shade.
I do.
I know you.
I was.
Sometimes
The other. He's like,
Bye.
I was like, like, I need everything. Like, yeah.
I just messed around. I got back there. I don't work. I got somebody. It's like 3 days. And I'm like, back to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I think
Got here?
Saan ba yung kotse mo dyan? Saan yung kotse mo?
Hi.
Oh, gray pa. Akala ko black flat. I thought it's black.
That's nice. Like you in? I'm like, hell no, I booked it off, bro.
Yes, you
I'm in, right? I didn't book it off today. So
I was like,
I used to get there for free.
I've been saying it's his midlife crisis. Saying that's
There you go.
things he
Got it.
fixed on it. It's not like he's
Ako kaya yung ganyan mo. Talagang sungit.
Oh.
That's all I am. Oh yeah, you would. Oh yeah, they might do. You know, don't say. It's all. Do your job. Yeah, that's your completion. As soon as you get complacent, they see you just standing there on sidewalk. It's for didn't answer the phone to the lost fire right away. No, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ano pa mang
Even if you call them up and you retreat.
Yes.
Restaurant.
Right.
Right. Okay. And then you're on your dog.
Yeah.
Let him calm down.
But like lava buckets everywhere. Yeah. You should talk about. Yeah, yeah. I was upset with that. PSN being like. You enjoy. Because I wish to buy it. Maybe.
That, man, no, this day. It just. I didn't like it.
Yeah, right? Let's keep running around in the basement like.
Yeah, yeah. Huge.
I still have. Yeah, same.
I didn't know that. That's how my thoughts.
That's awesome.
I have to go back to the.
Yeah.
One second. One second.
Alaga siya no, Barbie kay Lola. Siya lang talaga yung nag-aaya. Dalawa sila po. Boyfriend niya.
That's.
They just starting to make out. Personally, because
Steve that that's the. No, Lee, her husband is.
yeah.
Well,
They just give you. They just give you some.
Yeah.
I'll hook you up and get them.
You got caught on what?
You guys are crashing.
no.
Yeah, they were going home.
How's it going? I saw you had a six. Oh, that's great.
Yung
You need something.
roses na to.
Great. My sister-in-law.
Hi, guys. Good to see you. Nice meeting
Ay, ganun siya talaga. Yung parang safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, something that would be more effort to do it for someone great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Isang pangalawa, hindi niya matanggap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very attached.
yeah.
Well, yeah, necklace, but I like through.
Like, well, I actually comes in.
Madami kasi kapag.
I went there last time, rather than.
Well, and they're so little, like everything looks like it's good. They're so little. Like I'm the only one who says yeah.
I mean, I tried now, not to. I always like, okay, this is gonna stay there. It's gonna stay
And we're talking.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna get going with those guys so that I.
Okay.
Find stuff.
Oh, this one is.
Still hot under the shadow.
What? Oh, just so what? We need to go down.
Yeah, no, it really is. No?
All right, well, we'll see you guys.
Probably have to ask.
See you over there.
Once I look at see something crazy, nothing's stuck in.
Megan's like, well, you don't get it, okay? Are you gonna come later? It's like, you need to blow that.
I think Randy's gonna say.
See,
He's got a live stream.
Are you coming to that?
I'm not sure if I'm gonna see you.
That's okay.
But
That's totally okay.
it's
Thank you
good
so
to see
much
you.
for coming.
Of
Honestly, it means so much.
Yeah.
So much.
Those are-
Anything like that.
Yes.
I saw it.
Well, I know you got to know, but I want to say about it.
Accident was this. This
All right, thanks.
Ayun yung ano, asawa ko din.
No, for now, for that.
No.
No. Trying to get your hand.
Oh, real big.
I don't know.
Oh.
I have met, I've met you briefly. Yeah, different times, but you know. when you're- So they played soccer. Yeah, well, what was for,
How you been?
Yeah.
You remember me? That's pain in your ass.
Yes, Alex.
That's kind though.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I head over there right now.
I gotta see it.
You know, right?
I'm thinking, I'm jumping. I was about to message my dad.
Well, no, this is next time.
You got space?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put you guys up. That'd be great. Okay, yeah, I forgot it. Sister, right?
Champion. Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I won. Okay, well, hopefully I'll see you later on.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
thanks
yeah.
for having me, Sean.
What's your, what are we talking?
My sister always stay out of trouble.